Hello, good people. What's up? How have you been? It's been so long. I missed being on this platform, and I'm grateful that today I'm coming with a video that has marked a beautiful milestone in my life. So, a few weeks ago in November, I traveled out of the country, and this was something that I had really looked forward to. I never knew it was going to happen in 2024, but surely when God says yes, nobody can say no. So this was me at the Kenya Airways in Nairobi, JKIA. First time, by the way, my first experience to board a plane, and also first experience to go to a different country other than Kenya. So God made it possible through Brasama Shell Trust and Women Creating Wealth. I got a chance to travel to South Africa, Johannesburg. I was going to attend an entrepreneurship summit that had been organized between 18th to 20th November, which was, by the way, my birthday on 20th. So this whole trip came in good time and everything went so well. So this was us a boarding time. Actually, we left the country very early in the morning. So people are in sweaters and jackets because we had to report so early when it was still very cold. So this was around 7 a.m. when we were now going into, actually 6:30, between 6:30 and 6:45 is when we were going into the plane, so that we would take off by around 7:40. How lucky I was that I was seated next to a window. This was so nice. I was happy when I realized that my ticket was actually next to a window. I wasn't sure of the seat number. So when I got my boarding pass and went into the plane, I realized I was sitting next to a window. To me, like, I was going to have the experience of a lifetime, seeing everything straight and directly. That was so nice. So I could take photos, videos so easily without having to strain, and I could also get to see everything happening around.
Aircraft with an insecticide. This spray does not contain any harmful substances. Any discomfort you may experience will disappear quickly. You may cover your nose and mouth with a handkerchief if you please. Thank you for your attention and wish you a pleasant flight.
And finally, it was time to take off. It was so uncomfortable, especially when the plane leaves the ground going upwards. You feel very awkward in your ears, and I think that's why we were being told to use a handkerchief to cover our nose. My neighbor Melissa told me to swallow saliva so that I would feel a bit comfortable. So all this was new to me, and I loved everything though. So this was still in JKIA through the runway. It was amazing.
know. For now, I invite you to sit back, relax, and enjoy the areas of hospitality.
I realized that whenever there were beautiful features to watch outside, the guy on the call would speak and tell us to enjoy, maybe check on the right side of the window, left side of the window, and then he could tell us even the locations where we are. If there was a beautiful site like the Serengeti in Tanzania, we were told to watch. So it was an experience, a tour at the same time, and I love that the attendees or the flight attendants were so good. Yeah. This was us approaching South Africa, the OR Tambo International Airport, and the plane was now going down, so we could view the site of South Africa at a closer range. Yeah, so what I noticed is that the landscape was a bit different from what we've seen in the previous countries. I don't know, yeah, but it looked beautiful from up here. It looked so nice. We finally touched down, and then our ride was there to take us to the hotel in Johannesburg, Protea Fire and Ice, Melrose Arch, close to Marriott Bonvoy. So this was my room. I came right in. This was around midday, because when we got to South Africa, it was around 11:55. So we headed to our rooms to settle in for some few minutes, then go for lunch, and then continue to settle. Now this was me just preparing, ironing and all, so I could get to the event, which was just across the road. So we were staying at Protea Fire and Ice, and then the summit was taking place at Marriott Bonvoy, so it was just like across the road from each other. Good morning. It's time to prepare myself. I need to go and attend the summit. South Africa Melrose Arch is it's unique, it's smart, it's beautiful. The weather outside, the nature, they have very beautiful spots. So here it's around 7:15 a.m. and I'm just up. Our session starts at 9, so I should be ready before then. This place, actually, the difference I noticed is that by 5 a.m. it was already so bright. So if you didn't have the window curtains drawn so well or covered properly, then you would wake up thinking you're late. So the sun sets so early, and also it's a very cold place. I think when we went here in November, they said it's now the winter season, hence the temperature was very low. You had to keep at least warm even during the day so you wouldn't shiver. But if I saw them just being normal, they're used to their weather. So you could see them in sleeveless tops or dresses that were not so heavy, and they seemed just fine. It was nice to be here to represent my company, Mukuru Talent Share. This is a women-led organization in Mukuru, Kwanjenga, Nairobi, where we make quality leather balls. So it was time for me to go to the summit. I said it's just across the road, so you just have one way to, the next side is the Bonvoy. I'm married to Bonvoy, so it was time for me to just attend the summit. Hi. Fine, thank you. Yeah. It's okay. So this was where the summit was, Marriott Convoy. You can see the banner for Grasa Machel Trust Women Creating Wealth Summit that was going to address the issue of breaking barriers and building wealth. So this is a women summit. And we also had his for she's in attendance, some business coaches and financial investors. So here we were just busy viewing the beautiful place, taking some snaps before the conference time began. So these are my products, guys. I carried my balls all the way from Kenya because I was asked to go and do exhibition together with other entrepreneurs. So you had to get here earlier so you get to set your booth before you attend the summit or the conference. So here I was just pumping the balls and then arranging them nicely on my table so that while I'm attending the summit, at least the table or the booth is well displayed. Then I had the business cards, I had my visitors book, and also the banner will be up in a few so that anyone coming here can briefly read the story even before they get to meet me or know much about us. So it's not about selling the product, it's not just about bringing the balls here to sell, but there is a story behind Mukuru Cakes. So guys, check our website www.mtshare.org or just check Mukuru Cakes online and you'll get to hear and learn more about us. So the inspiring story behind Mukuru Cakes is what we want the world to know. And I was happy to get to sell products people bought. And if you check closely, we had also part of our balls that were branded with the Women Creating Wealth and Grasa Machel Trust logo. Because we were attending a summit that was related to these two beautiful organizations, and most people wanted to have balls that they will remember this South African summit with. So we thought it would be wise for us to have a logo in some of our balls, which worked, and finally our banner was up. And this is how I set up my table. Beautiful balls, they are pure or genuine leather. Our brand name is Mukuru Cakes. We are on Jumia, so we deliver to different places. You can order online through Jumia, or you can just go to our website or our Facebook page, Mukuru Talent Share, LinkedIn, Mukuru Talent Share, and just order from us, or even just text in my personal page, Florence Awar, LinkedIn, Facebook, any other platform, and you'll find us. Okay, after the summit, it was just 3 days. It was time to come back to Kenya, and this was the plane that I boarded coming back, also a Kenya Airways. 3 days really ended so quickly. I wished I could expand or increase the amount of time that I would be there, but no, I had no powers to do that. So on 20th in the evening, we boarded back to Kenya. And that was it, guys. I really enjoyed every bit of my trip. I sure thank God for this chance and opportunity. It took so many years before I could go to another country and even before I could board a plane. But as they say, God's time is the best. So if you're out there, maybe you say, I've never boarded a plane as well, I've never gone to South Africa, and maybe any other country that you wish you would go to, worry not, your time will come. I enjoyed the meals. They were so cooked to the standard. These are some of the people that I traveled with. Everything was just perfect, and I thank God for this opportunity. 2024 was indeed fair to me, so I'm happy and everything is okay. So I got back, and I'm looking forward to another opportunity that God will open so that I can maybe go to another place. I hope you enjoyed my video. Unfortunately, I have not attached any sounds to it. I hope it was not that boring, but I really hope you enjoyed the experience and the travel experience with me. I know sometimes seeing something is just as though you are physically also taking part in this journey. So thank you so much.